To the pro players, how do they feel right now about the future of the game?
I think we all feel like it is on an uptick. I think when you look at what the NFL has given all of us, we're very privileged. And that's what the problem is for us. We don't want to leave it. We don't want to leave it, and that's why you see so many guys having the issues when it's time to let it go. You see, I was fortunate. You see, I had to leave before I was ready. And I don't even think we were ever ready to leave the game. But I had to leave before it was my time. I was at the height of my career, and it was over. And fortunately for me, I was doing what it had taken to be a positive impact on society, on our community, that the Giants felt they needed to keep me on board. But that's not the case for all of us. We just see the flash. We don't see what goes into some kid or an Eli Manning going to a hospital and sharing some time with a kid with cancer. They don't see somebody going to a youth clinic and trying to instill positive values in an individual that has no father, has no mother, and is being raised by their grandparent. I think what we do as coaches and players, we have a platform that we need to start using. We need to start sharing the positive aspects of this game so that others who are less fortunate can see other ways. Because what we see is, what I tell our guys is, when you get into the National Football League, and this is what a lot of our teenagers see, is that you just see idols of comfort, control, and significance. And you know what we do to them? We polish them up and make them look good. And as an NFL player, you wake up every morning making sure those idols are there. And when it's over, when those idols are gone, when football is over, then you just see a dust print of an idol. And for us, we need to replace it. We have the money to replace it. And so what we do to replace it, we spend all of this money trying to replace those idols with significance, comfort, and control. And guess what? What happens? There isn't enough money to replace what we had when we played in the NFL. And so my job as a player engagement director is to help our guys see that there are alternatives. Your identity is not wrapped up in this game. And that's what I was talking to Scott earlier today. That's what we have to start doing at an earlier age. It's not about, especially with our high-performing athletes, it's not about that what you do on the football field. It's not about the touchdowns. It's not about the pass. It's what are you doing with your notoriety? What are you doing with your family? What are you doing in your community to make a difference? Because you are making a difference on the football field, but I think the true value of a man is what you can do off the football field and in society. And that goes for each and every one of us. It's like, what are you doing to make a difference in your community? Find something that you feel so very passionate about that you can make a difference. And if you can make a difference in one person's life, you've already made a difference. And that's what we have to convey to our athletes. That's why you're playing this game. That's why you're playing the game of football, is to make a difference. For me, it's to make a difference in someone else's life. Because when I see a person that I work with and they come back and say, man, I didn't like what you had to say to me, but I appreciate it now. I made the difference.